Welcome back to my channel. In the last video, I showed you how to configure the Refind boot manager on your system so that whenever your computer starts up, you get the option to choose which operating system you want to boot into from all the operating systems installed on your machine. However, if we talk about the default theme of the Refind boot manager, it looks quite old-fashioned and honestly feels a bit boring. If you want to replace that default theme with a much more exciting and aesthetically pleasing one, just like the one I'm using right now, then make sure you watch this video until the very end. Without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's tutorial. Welcome to my channel, Technichio. First of all, we need to download a theme for the Refind boot manager. To do that, I'll open my web browser, and here I'll simply search for Refind Themes Collection. On the very first website, you'll find a huge collection of themes available for the Refind boot manager. You can download any theme that you like. However, I would personally recommend focusing mainly on the icon styles rather than the background images. Choose the theme whose icons appeal to you the most, because later in this video I'll also show you how you can replace the default background with any custom image of your choice. For this tutorial, I'll be using the Digital Void theme. Once I open its page, you can see from the preview images that it mainly offers backgrounds in colors like red, yellow, green, and a few cyber-style wallpapers. If you scroll down a little further, you'll also find the installation instructions provided by the developer. However, I'll show you a much simpler method that's easier to understand and follow, especially if you're new to Refind customization. So first, click on the Code button and download all the files as a zip archive. Depending on GitHub's server speed, the download may take a little while, so just wait until it finishes. Once the download is complete, I'll open the folder where the zip file was saved. Then I'll extract it using WinRAR. After extracting the archive, I'll open the extracted folder. Inside it, you'll notice another folder named Refind Digital Void Main. I'll open that folder, and from here I'll open the theme configuration file in Notepad as a normal text file. Once it's opened, you can see all the available configuration settings, such as the basic settings, icons and background settings, icon sizes, selection highlights, and several other customization options. One important thing to remember is that every line starting with a hashtag is simply a comment. These are called commented lines, and they are ignored by the configuration. They're only there to explain each section, just like headings, so you don't need to modify them unless you know exactly what you're doing. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the resolution option. By default, its value is set to 0, but you can manually set the resolution according to your display. For most Full HD displays, the resolution is 1920 into 1080. However, my laptop's native resolution is 1366 into 768, so I'll configure it according to my screen resolution instead. Now, if you look under the Icons and Background section, as well as the other settings below it, you'll notice that the directory mentioned throughout the configuration file is named Refind Digital Void. However, if we look at our actual folder, its name is Refind Digital Void Main. This is very important because the directory name inside the configuration file must exactly match the actual folder name. At this point, you have two different options. The first option is to edit the configuration file and replace every occurrence of Refind Digital Void with Refind Digital Void Main. The second option, which is much easier, is to simply rename the folder itself from Refind Digital Void Main to Refind Digital Void so that it matches the directory already defined inside the configuration file. I'll go with the second method because it's much quicker. So, I'll copy the folder name that's already mentioned in the configuration file. Then I'll go back, right-click the folder, choose Rename, and simply paste the copied name. Now, both the configuration file and the actual folder have the exact same directory name, which means there won't be any path-related issues later during the installation process. Since we renamed the folder after opening the configuration file, we'll need to reopen the configuration file, so I'll simply open it again in Notepad. Now, if you look under the Icons and Background section, you'll notice that the currently selected background image is set to background.png. However, if we open the theme folder, you'll see that there isn't actually a file named background.png inside it. Instead, each background image has its own unique file name based on its color or style. For example, the blue background image is named background.blue.png. Likewise, the other background images follow the same naming convention, such as background.red.png. If you'd like to use one of these existing backgrounds, all you have to do is replace background.png in the configuration file with the exact file name of the background you want to use. For example, if you want to use the red background, simply change it to background.red.png. You can do the same with any other background that's included in the theme. However, I don't want to use any of the default backgrounds provided with this theme. Instead, I want to use my own custom wallpaper. I've already downloaded an image featuring Solo leveling smiling face, and I've named the file solo.smile. So first, I'll copy this image and paste it into the Refind Digital Void theme folder, alongside all the other theme files. Before editing the configuration file, I'll copy the image's file name so that I don't have to type it manually. I'll also make sure to remember the file extension. In my case, the image is saved as a JPEG file. Now I'll open the theme configuration file once again. Here, I'll locate the line where it says background.png. I'll select the entire file name and replace it with my own image's file name. After pasting the file name, I'll also add the correct file extension. Since my image is a JPEG file, I'll set it to solo.smile.jpg. Once that's done, I'll save the configuration file and close it. At this point, our theme folder has been fully configured and is ready to be copied into the UEFI partition. Now, I'll open the Refind guide document that I prepared in the previous video. It contains all the required commands, making the process much easier to follow. One important thing to remember is that every time you restart your computer, you'll need to mount the UEFI system partition again before making any changes to the Refind files. So, I'll open Command Prompt as administrator and run the command to mount the ESP partition. You can also find this command inside the PDF guide if you've downloaded it. Now I'll arrange both the PDF guide and the command prompt side by side. This way, I can simply copy each command from the document and paste it directly into the command prompt without typing everything manually. The first command is used to copy our theme folder into the themes directory inside the Refind folder. Wherever you see source folder written inside the brackets, simply delete it. Then copy the directory of your Refind Digital Void folder and paste it there. One very important thing to remember is to add a backslash at the end of the folder path. As I mentioned in the previous video, adding the trailing backslash tells command prompt that the path refers to a directory rather than a single file. Once everything looks correct, press enter. As you can see, all 45 files have now been successfully copied into the themes folder inside the Refind directory on the EF1 partition. Now our theme files are in the correct location, and the next step is to tell Refind to actually use this new theme. We'll do that by editing the main Refind configuration file. Now, I'll copy the second command from the PDF, because the next step is to edit the main Refind configuration file located inside the EFI partition. To do that, I'll open Notepad as administrator. This step is extremely important because without administrative privileges, you won't be able to access or modify the files inside the EFI system partition. Once Notepad is open, I'll click on File, then Open tab. A file browser will appear asking me which file I'd like to open. I'll navigate to this PC, and here you can see the EFI system partition that we mounted a few moments ago. The reason this partition is visible is because we mounted it earlier using command prompt and launched Notepad with administrator privileges. Keep in mind that if you don't run Notepad as administrator, you may not be able to see or edit the mounted EF1 partition. Now, I'll open the mounted partition. Before opening any files, I'll change the file type from text documents to all files. This is necessary because the configuration file we're looking for doesn't use the standard text extension. Next, I'll open the Refind folder. If I also open the Themes folder, you can see that the Refind Digital Void folder has been successfully copied there. Inside it, all of the theme files, icons, background images, and the theme configuration file are present exactly as expected. Everything has been copied successfully. Now I'll go back to the main Refind directory and open the Refind configuration file. Once the file is opened, I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here I'll paste the command that I copied earlier from the PDF guide. Inside that command, you'll notice a placeholder for the folder name enclosed in brackets. Simply replace that placeholder with the exact name of your theme folder. In my case, the folder is named Refind Digital Void, so that's the name I'll use here. If you're using a different theme, make sure you enter the correct folder name instead. Also, don't forget that the directory name inside your theme configuration file must match the actual folder name exactly. If these names don't match, Refind won't be able to locate the theme correctly, and it will continue loading the default theme instead. Once everything has been configured correctly, I'll save the configuration file. At this point, our entire theme configuration is complete. Now I'll close everything, and it's time to restart the computer. After restarting, if you happen to see any resolution-related issues while the Refind boot manager is loading, don't worry. You can easily fix that by opening your theme configuration file again and manually setting the correct screen resolution. As you can see, the Refind boot manager has loaded successfully with our newly installed theme. All of the icons have also changed according to the theme we selected, giving the boot menu a much cleaner, modern, and more aesthetically pleasing appearance. Compared to the default Refind theme, this one looks significantly better and makes the entire boot experience feel much more premium. Now, let's make sure everything is working properly. I'll select Windows from the boot menu. As you can see, Windows boots normally without any errors or issues. That confirms that the new theme has been installed successfully, and everything is functioning exactly as it should. So, with just a few simple steps, you can completely transform the appearance of your Refind boot manager by installing a custom theme. You can also use any background image you like, allowing you to personalize your boot menu exactly the way you want. And that's it for today's video. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to leave a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Technichio, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss an update from our channel. Together, let's end tech tantrums. Thank you.